Hello guys, my name is Azlan. I'm going to do the review of the Lumia 430. 2 days back I had bought this phone for 1150 from the Lumia showroom. So this is what I got with the set, Lumia 430 with a battery 1500 milliampere BN06 battery. Along with that you get a charger, Microsoft charger. But if you can see, it's not detachable. So before earlier Nokia's would have detachable USB cables you can transfer, but now that option is not there. Most of the Microsoft chargers are coming like this, except for the high-end phones. You got a WH108 standard headphones, and you can also speak. You get the box like this, which says all the date of manufacture, export, import, from where we get all the features which has been written here. So it says a 1 GB RAM, 8 GB internal memory space, 3G it supports. It has a front camera and a 2 megapixel back camera, 1.2 GHz dual core processor. Now guys, I would like to do a review about my phone. So this is a Lumia 430. If you can see the structure of the phone, it's got a Microsoft branding in the front, Microsoft branding. It's got the power key, window key, and the search key. This is the power key. This is up and down volume. You got the 3.5mm jack. You got nothing towards this side of the phone. You have the USB connector or charger through which you charge the device. It's got the Windows key, and it's got the return key and the search key. So as you know, the Microsoft branding and the 2 megapixel camera. You can see the back side of the phone. It's really it doesn't give you the cheap look for a phone. It's really good, and you have a 4-inch LCD. So when we come to the looks wise, I would give it around 4 on 5. It looks really good. It fits well in the hand. You can do operations in one hand. Now coming to the second good thing about the phone, if you already have a high-end phone and if you want to look for a an additional phone, this phone comes with a 1.2 GHz Snapdragon 200 processor. It's a dual core processor, but the good thing is that you have 1 GHz of RAM in this phone. It makes operations very smooth. As you can see, it's really smooth the way it goes and comes, and there is no lag at all. It's very smooth. Then if you are using the internet and your only purpose is for using WhatsApp and you want to search out the Facebook, you're not seeing much videos, you're not downloading much of videos, and you're playing very little games. For half an hour you play games, and around half an hour you watch the video. Most of the time you just want this phone to make calls, or you want to use WhatsApp or social media. Definitely it's going to last you from morning till night, and you have to charge the phone by night. But apart from that, if you are a 3G user, you use around 2 hours of you download and you watch videos, and you kind of play games for around 2 hours, and then you use all the other social media. It's not going to last you more than 5 or 6 hours, I guarantee you. One whole day I had used the phone on 3G, but it got over within around 5 hours 45 minutes. The whole thing, what I was doing in the phone was I was downloading videos from YouTube. I was watching them continuously. I played games also, like the Candy Crush, Angry Birds, and the Temple Run. And I never locked the phone. Once I was using the phone, I was continuously using it for around 5 hours 45 minutes with the 3G connection. I was using WhatsApp, I was using Facebook, and the battery got completely drained off. Usually at 3% the phone shut down. Now I want to review about the display. I have noticed some problems with the phone's display. If you see the phone at perpendicular angles, that means if you are seeing straightly at the phone, if you're at 90 degrees, your eyesight is 90 degrees towards the phone, it's clear, it's crystal clear. But as soon as you start to tilt the phone, and if you're moving from the sides, it's a bit blurry, or the contrast has been decreased. The problem with this phone is that most of the people who have given reviews about the 430 have told that this phone comes with the IPS LCD. It doesn't have an IPS LCD like higher end phones usually have. IPS is a technology which makes viewing more clearer. It doesn't have a Corning corridor glass or no protection. It doesn't even come with the protector film. So as soon as you buy the phone, first thing you got to do is you have to put a sticker on the phone's screen. And about the display, uh, it's uh, it's said in the features that it has 233 ppi pixels and 400 into 800. But believe me, the clarity which my Lumia 720 has, which I'm recording right now with, has better clarity and better contrast than the Lumia 430. So as a screen wise, it's okay, but if you are too much bothered about the the looks, definitely if you have a high-end phone, if you compare the display of this phone, you will definitely know the difference. Now coming to the camera is only a 2 megapixel camera. I have not shot any images because I use the other phone to for the pictures. So it's only 2 megapixel camera, and I tell you, even though it's a 2 megapixel camera, it looks like around 3 or a 4 megapixel camera, 3.5. It's really good. It's not, you can't say that it's a very bad. Only thing is, if you you click the image and if you enlarge the image, it looks a bit blurry. Now I think the uh, factor of the phone which I was really deceived by was, I thought such a thick phone it is, the battery should have been very thick. I will remove and show it to you. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I've removed the cover, and I'm trying to take the battery out. Looks can be deceiving. It has got the BN06, which is a 1500 milliampere battery. But if you compare the thickness and to the phone, I know you know how thin the battery is really. It's really thin, and I just wish they could have at least put a 1800 milliampere battery so that it would just last 1 or 2 hours more, and definitely it would have been much better. But unfortunately, they have not done it. So looks can be really deceiving, guys. I'm putting the phone back. So I just wanted to on and show you how the phone looks. So earlier days you would have the Nokia symbol coming up. Now it's the Microsoft official logo which comes. You can see the Microsoft branding also here. You cannot see anywhere the Nokia branding, and it looks cool. Microsoft really is a big brand, and it really looks good. It takes around 22 seconds to home screen to come up. You can see the windows coming in the phone. You can appreciate now. So it's very smooth, as I said. The operations are really smooth in this phone. I didn't find any lag, and I have played games like Candy Crush, Angry Birds. I have played Six Guns. Six Guns is a game which it's around 784 MB. It's almost 1 GB game, and it is working perfectly without any hang. Asphalt 8 also works. Temple Run works. Subway Surfers. Most of the games you use and which is there in the store, most of them they work without any problem. Only thing is some high-end phones which have 2 GB RAM and they have a better processor, octa-core or minimum of quad-core. They're able to do better multitasking, and this is not so good with multitasking, but it really is a good phone for its price. So the final review, what I would like to tell you is that if you are going to buy a phone and if you are just want to use the phone for WhatsApp and Facebook, definitely the phone is going to last you for around 12 hours. But if you are looking for a phone which you want to really use full 3G and you want to keep on downloading videos, watching YouTube, you want to play good high-end games, it is only going to last you 5 to 6 hours, and it becomes a headache of keeping on charging again and again. So if you don't have much money, what I would suggest is that you can buy the phone. You can get a nowadays you get all the power banks which is cheaply available. You get it for 400, 300. You can use a power bank as an alternative and you can charge your phone. Or if you are really interested to buy a really phone, if you don't have a phone, you want to really go for a good Lumia phone, I would suggest you can go for the Lumia 540, which has a 2200 milliampere battery, and definitely if you use 3G it will come to around 8-9 hours. And I would say the best phone currently in the market is Lumia 640. 640 has a 5-inch screen and it has a 2500 milliampere battery, and it is also a 4G phone. The only bad thing is that it's not yet released in India, but definitely you can buy from the stores. But coming back to the Lumia 430, Lumia 430 is a phone for those people who are new to Windows, who don't want to really spend so much of money for a Windows phone. The good things about this phone is you can do all the operations in a single hand. You have a okay camera. Screen is, I can't complain about the screen. It's a really good 720 pixel video. It works in my phone. It doesn't support 1080 quality of graphics. Maximum it supports is up to 720 pixels. And for if you are using too much of internet, I would not ask you to go for this phone. But if your internet is limited to just WhatsApp and Facebook and not much of video or games, definitely you can go for this phone. It will definitely last you from morning till night, I'll assure you that. And it's a good looking phone. There is nothing bad, I would say. If you already have a high-end phone and you want another phone just to just to make calls, or you just want to be active on social media, then I think this is a very good phone. I think this phone is really meant for students or elderly, not really the tech guys. Tech guys, I don't think go for this kind of phones. But even though you want to just have a secondary phone, you want to have a phone with really good features, and you want just for chatting as well, you can use this phone. So I hope you like my review. Please, again I am repeatedly telling, if you are using 3G for downloading videos and if you want to play games, this phone is not meant for you. On the other hand, if you are not too much bothered about using videos, or if you are not too much bothered about playing games, you just want a phone just for WhatsApp, Facebook and making your calls, definitely this is worth your money. You can definitely go for it. Another feature I would like to tell what I have done, even I was a little bit disappointed with its performance under 3G. So there is an option in the Lumia where you can, I'll tell you, can go to the settings, and once you go to the settings you can find the networks, and in the networks, if you see the mobile plus SIM, you can go down and there is an option, it says high speed internet connection. You can make that to 2G. So what's the advantage in making your 3G to 2G is that your power can be set. Apart from using the power saver, you can enable it always on. You can reduce your phone's brightness to low, and then you can click on the power saver, so it is going to reduce your brightness and is going to little bit decrease the performance. Main thing if you want a good battery backup for your phone, make sure that you don't have any notifications running on your screen. Just make sure all the notifications, because they keep on using more of battery. Make sure you use your Wi-Fi. Make sure you off your NFC and your Bluetooth. Unnecessarily don't use them, and also turn your location on. It is going to really give you 1 or 2 hours of more of battery. I like the phone by appearance. It's very helpful for me for chatting. It's easy to type. It's easy to take around anywhere. Since I don't watch much videos, etc. On this phone, play much games, it's lasting me for around 1.5 days. But same thing, even my Lumia 720, if I play games continuously or use internet, it lasts me for around 14 hours. So if you have lots of money, if you want to buy a first time a good Lumia phone, don't go for Microsoft 430. Go for a little more higher end phones like 540 or 640 XL. It's worth the money. If you are looking for an additional phone, if you want to just use it for a phone for a social, just for using WhatsApp, Facebook, etc., you can definitely go for this phone. It's worth your money, and most of the applications will run. All the applications will run. You will not get bored of this device. And even though you buy it, if you are not an internet user who watches videos and plays games, you will never regret it. Otherwise, if you are using much of videos and if you are viewing it and if you are keeping on playing games, then I think you will regret buying this phone. So before you buy this phone, make sure why you are looking for a phone, what purpose it should serve, and then go and buy a phone. Thank you.